How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Hillside Gaming. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Well, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about a very important subject, something that I don't think anyone else has covered yet, and I'm going to cover it first right here on YouTube. So we're going to be talking about the Shattered Webb case, and whether it's going to be a regular drop or not. And I think I have some pretty good proof here that we are in for an amazing journey in prosperity with this amazing case. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, well, here is the Counter-Strike Global Offensive patch notes for March 31st of 2020. And the important part of this is Operation Shattered Webb is now over. Players who have the Operation Shattered Webb coin in their inventory as of this time will receive the commemorative inscriptions on their coin for the number of completed operation missions and number of stars attained. That's pretty much that, right? There's lots of other stuff in here, but this is the important thing here, guys. Let me just show you. And let's just move this right over here in front of that so you all can see the Operation Shattered Webb was released on November 18th of 2019, and the completion date was March 31st of 2020. Now, why is that important? Well, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to show you some stuff here, guys, that is going to make you want to go spend some money buying some of these cases real fast. I've already bought some, and I do plan on buying some more myself. So, yeah, stay tuned, watch this. By the way, guys, I do have a little fast plug here. Please hit that subscribe button. You know, if you like this, if you value this exact video for the content that no one else has put out there yet, then, you know, go ahead and hit that like button and leave a nice comment, okay? You know, leave a nice little heart or a smiley face in the comment section, but definitely hit that subscribe button because, as far as I know, no other YouTuber has covered this yet. I will be the first, and you know, and I have proof. So that you can't get much better than that, right? It's pretty cool. Here we go, guys. Operation Shattered Webb case is currently right now at $1.05. Let's refresh it. $1.04. It's gone up to $1.30 something, back down to 97 cents ish, and now it's been going up and down about 10 to 15 cents every in the past day or so. Okay. But there's still a very good time. It's still a very good time to actually be buying this case. I think it's a good bargain, and for the prices that we're going to see in the future, yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. Anyway, this case has got some really nice skins in it, and I'm going to touch on these really quickly. This skin's already going up in value. If you all have been paying attention, this was at 150 just about a day ago. And most of these skins are also slowly going up in value as well, except for your lower, class ones here, like your purples and your blues. And some of these are not really going up too much because, let's face it, no one really cares about these skins except for maybe the AK. But whenever you're getting on up into these, the higher tier skins, your containment breach, your stalker, and your colony, yeah, these are moving slightly. This has moved the most. This has definitely been moving the most, and we're going to talk about why this could be here in just a second. But let's go ahead and show you something really important. Here is the knives, the Shattered Webb knives. It has this case. You can get a possibility of either a paracord knife with multiple skins for that. Your survival knife, and the same thing. Your nomad knife, yep, and the same thing. And your skeleton knife, and once again with multiple different, skins on there. Okay, your fades and whatever else. But this so far, the new case that has come out does not contain these knives, and so far, this case has not dropped in our regular prime drop pool or our non-prime drop pool. And I'm going to show you why I don't think this case is going to drop in the normal drop pool at all, ever. Period. Let's go look. here is our the patch notes on Operation Breakout. This is whenever Operation Breakout has come to a close. Now, yeah, this is a very old operation, back from 2014. It's the end of Operation Breakout, CSGO's most successful operation so far, combined with CSGO's player. Anyways, we're going to look over here, okay? But this is going to be something kind of cool, right? For those of you who are looking for an Operation Breakout weapon case, good news. Starting today, Operation Breakout cases will be dropping for all CSGO players. Aha! That was for Operation Breakout. Next, we're going to look at Operation Vanguard. Operation Vanguard patch notes. Operation Vanguard has come to a close. That's it. For those of you that do not know and that were not around for Operation Vanguard, whenever Operation Vanguard come to a close, they did not include the Operation Vanguard case into the normal cycle of cases that get dropped weekly. So, they were not in the active drop pool. So Operation Vanguard case, once the operation was over, so was the case. Okay? Next, something that some of you all might be more familiar with, the Operation Bloodhound, the Faucian case, right? So here's the patch notes for that, October 1st, 2015. The Faucian case will be available as a drop for all players. That's the patch notes. This Operation Bloodhound has come to a close. The Faucian case will now be available as a drop for all players. Very cool, right? Next, July 10th of 2016, the Operation Wildfire has come to a close. The Operation Wildfire case is available for all players, meaning that it's in the drop pool. Yes, Valve likes to word things differently, but it all means the same thing. Next, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. What is this? November 13th of 2017. Operation Hydra has come to a close. Period. And as most of you will know, the Operation Hydra was the case that most of you all are probably familiar with, that did not get added to the regular drop pool after the operation was over, right? Vanguard also did not. But for most people that have only been around for a couple of years, they hear a lot of people refer to Operation Hydra as the one that Valve did not release into the normal drop pool, hence the reason the price of the case went through the roof. Not overnight. It did take it about a year, so you got to think about that, guys, all right? Next, here is, what is this? March 31st of 2020. Oh, yes, the Operation Shadow Webb is now over, players, and there is the information again. It does not say anything about this case as being entered into a drop pool. It is available for all players. It is now available as a drop. Yeah, nothing. It's not in there. Okay, so throughout all of the updates that we have, okay, Valve has in some way, shape, form, or fashion worded it to where people know, okay, the Operation Breakout, it is now being dropped for all CSGO players. Vanguard has come to a close. Period. That's it. Vanguard was not a drop in the normal drop pool. Bloodhound has come to a close, and the Faucian case will be available for all players as a drop. And the Operation Wildfire case is available for all players, meaning it was in the drop pool as well. And then, of course, we have Hydra. Hydra has come to a close, and then again, once again, we have Operation Shadow Webb, and the operation is now over. Period. It just talks about the coin, but nothing about the case being into a drop pool. So, as for me and for my investments, I don't have a lot of money, but I went ahead and bought 104 of the 104 of the Shadow Webb cases on this account, and I do have some money on my other account. And before this video goes live, I'm going to go ahead and buy about 50 more using the wallet funds I had available for the upcoming major, which we thought was coming soon. I'm going to take that money in on my alt, and I'm going to buy 50 more, so I will end up having probably 155 cases, and that'll be all that I can afford. There are people that have thousands. And for you, good job. But let's go ahead and talk about the Operation Hydra case. Now, look at this, guys. This is kind of funny, But later on, like about 2 hours ago, this case was at $4.03, right? $4.03 just 2 hours ago. Now here it is. It was up to $4.50, and now it's back down to $4.11. Okay, but let's look at something here. So our Operation Hydra case, we have an op, and we have our 5.7 Hyper Beast, and I guess we have the M4 over here. These are really the skins that saw a really big boost in value. Like this Onitaji, I mean, this thing was really cheap. It was under $50 for like fact new. Well, $55, I guess. It was somewhere in that area whenever the operation was over. You know, but yeah, I mean, this, and it went up, so it more than doubled in value is what I'm trying to say. And it reached, you know, and it's still going higher. Same thing with this little 5.7. This thing doubled and then some in value. And of course, your Hellfire. I mean, at one point in time, even buying fact new was this is doubled in value as well, or close enough to it. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, in this case right here, over time, as the price has gone up, so have the top tier skins in this case. Well, here is the Shattered Webb case. And yeah, here's an op and a really nice looking Mac 10, and also a really nice Krig or SG. So, you know, we have these three skins that are really going to be moving up, especially the op. You know, low float variants of these skins, even down towards your cheaper skins. Think about trade up contracts. Think about this case not being dropped right now. Think about the only cases that are out there are in people's inventories or on the Steam market for sale. Think about how we're going to be seeing people do trade up contracts trying to get nicer skins, including low float variants of like things like this colony. So a low float colony, you're going to be looking at some of these skins down here. Some of these purples, which are still really cheap right now. I mean, guys, you know, the low float variants of some of these skins are going to be a very, very crucial part. In 6 months from now, there won't be any low floats for any amount of money, hardly. And these skins are going to go up in value. Once again, not overnight. For those of you that are expecting the price of this case to hit, you know, $5 and for it to happen tomorrow, well, bad news for you. It ain't gonna happen like that, okay? Here is our Operation Hydra case, and I want you to see something here. Okay, down here, Hydra, you know, was down, you know, down to, it was cheaper than that, like 9 cents. There we go. It was like 9 cents, right? Now, look, it took it a long time to go up. And, you know, now the Operation Shadow Web case only hit like a low of 65 cents somewhere in the area. That was like the lowest that I think anyone saw on it. And, you know, for most people, it was up in the 70 cents, you know, 70, 75 cents. So this case was always, you know, but it hit like 9 cents. Okay, so that was a different starting point. But still, the starting point for Operation Hydra was about 8 or 9 cents. And over a period of time, okay, let's just go from October, all right, October. And here is October again. Well, okay, so... oh, I don't know, guys. If you would have bought them down here for 8 or 9 cents and waited about, I don't know, 1 year, you could have sold yours for $3.89. I don't know how many more times, you know, how many times profit that is, but that's a lot of profit, boys. 9 cents to $3.89. But wait, there's more. If you wanted to wait again until October of the next year, well, it was at $5.16. So we go from 8 or 9 cents up to $5.16, or $5.32, or $5.43. You're starting to see. Or if you waited a little bit longer, we could have hit $6.42. Look at this, guys. $6.42 from a little 8 or 9 cents. Now, look, did this happen overnight? No, it took it a year or two. You know, depending upon how long that you feel like waiting. But the thing is, the profit is there, and it's just a matter of, you know, when do you want to sell, when do you want to make your money, and when do you want to get out of this investment, and when do you want to get into a different investment, right? So, over here, yeah, this case right here is still $1.04. Let's just go scroll down through here. Still $1.04. Here's the lifetime, right? So now we're going to be looking, okay, so let's just see here. $1.04, if the starting point is, let's just say $1.04. Let's just say that that's the starting point. For many of you guys, once again, I know the starting point was 65 cents, 70 cents. Okay, that's whenever you all bought in and bought your bulk. Okay, but let's just say that you're just a stranger, and you didn't buy any cases, and you're a stranger to investing, and you are looking at this thinking to yourself, okay, well, here's the Shadow Webb case. I don't think it's going to be dropped anymore because, I don't know, all this proof up here that shows you that Valve did not say it was going to be dropped, and therefore it's been a few days now. People are kind of thinking, oh, is it going to be dropped, is it not going to be dropped? The prices have been going crazy. What can happen from the case hitting, from $1.04? Let's just give it a year. Where do you think this could be? $2? $3? $3.50? I would say a year from now, based upon, let's look. We can't look at Hydra and go from 8 cents to the $6.48 in a couple of years. We can't use that because people back then didn't know that that they were not going to be dropping. And it hit everyone by panic hit everybody. Okay, but it was already too late. A lot of the people already bought their cases, and that was the end of it. Most people did not get in early enough to make their money. Okay, but point being, there was a less supply as well, because there was just less players, and less people. But anyways, now we have like an all-time high for CSGO, and there's been 60,000-70,000 volume daily on this case, right? This all throughout the operation. Yeah, there's a lot of cases out there. Yes, there is. But having said that, now we're at $1.04. So let's just say, I don't know, this thing does really, really good. Let's say in a year from now, could this case be $5? Well, you know what? I think so. I think the $5 case in a year from now could happen. But what I'm thinking about, and in my mind, I could see in the next 6 months to a year, this case easily being at $3.50 to $4. I would say $3.50 to $3.75, somewhere in the area. And look, it could go higher. I think once panic sets in, once people realize this case is not being dropped, people are going to be buying more and more. You're always going to have people selling for a fast profit, and they're going to sell, and then they're going to buy more, and so the prices are going to go up and down. It's going to fluctuate quite a bit, but over time, let's say 6 months to a year from now, I think that a very realistic price for this case could be $3.50 to $3.75. It could very easily hit $5. But I would say a very safe bet would be $3.50 to $3.75. So let's just say that you bought it for $1.05 a piece right now, and you're patient. You're patient like most investors have to be. Most investors, look, there are short-term investments, there's medium to long-term investments, and then there's long-term investments. I would consider this probably a medium to long-term investment, or long-term if you want to go with your max profit. But I would say most people that are probably smart will get in, hold it for a year, maybe a year and 3 months, and then sell. Okay. And then you'll make a nice amount of profit, not the maximum profit. You'll probably keep 25 cases, or maybe some small form of cases still in your inventory. Sell the bulk of what you got, cash out, put your money in something else, right? So, but the thing is, if this thing in 6 months to a year from now is at $3.50 to $4, then you could very well at your leisure cash out, make a ton of profit, and move on to your next investment. That's a medium to long-term investment. Then you maybe hold 25 or 50 cases left in your inventory, and you hold those for the very long term, and you're looking for, maybe a $5, $6, $7 case, and then you just go from there, right? Well, I think Valve has done something different here, guys. I think Valve has created something with this Operation Shadow Webb case. I think that with the new Battle Pass idea, that they've had, with your 100 level Battle Pass or whatever. I think that the next operation that comes out, I think that there's a possibility that Valve, the way they're dropping these cases, the way that they're doing the Battle Pass now versus doing the old Operation style of things, I think there's a possibility that this is going to be the first case that we see, that in the next operation that comes out, they may very well do the same thing, but people are going to be seeing what happened with this case and seeing the results and the price action and the price of movement from this case and referencing the next operation and thinking the same thing. Well, whenever the operation's over, Valve isn't going to continue the case anymore, and now it's going to become a rare drop, and that's just going to be the end of it, and the prices are going to go up, because look what happened with Shattered Webb. Well, because, see, next time the operation comes out, well, hopefully it's not like next month, right? But, provided that it's in a few months, 6 months, whatever, people are going to be using the Shattered Web case as an example. Look, guys, look at what this thing did. I mean, this was a great investment. So many people were iffy about buying these things. And, and look, if you had bought some of these, look at the profit that you could have made. I'm definitely going to be buying this, this next operation. I'm going to stock up on cases, and provided that Valve does the same thing again, it'll be more like a pattern to expect. Every operation that comes out that has a battle pass and they do things the same way, people can expect, okay, these cases are going to be rare drops. And that's going to be the case unless Valve changes it up, right? But the fact of the matter is, this is the first case that we've ever seen that has a battle pass style drop system where you can get 7 or 8 cases with just your normal battle pass, and so everyone's got access to cases. There are tons of cases being opened. It's got brand new knives in it and everything else, right? I really believe that they're on to something brand new, that they'll be doing things differently really soon. But there's something else I wanted to talk about as well, guys. With the knives here, the Operation Phoenix, okay, it went into a drop pool, okay, because it had popular knives. The Operation Breakout case, it also had the butterfly knives, okay. The Vanguard case didn't have anything really special at all. It just had a repeat of just your standard knives, okay. The Faucian case that came out, and by the way, Vanguard was not dropped after the operation was over. It didn't have any special knives, and it was discontinued, right? But Phoenix and Breakout were both put into the normal drop pool, right? So next you got your Faucian case, and they made it a normal drop because it had the Faucian knife, right? Well, how about your Wildfire case? Well, the Wildfire had the Bowie knife, and that case got put into the drop pool. Well, guess what? So pretty much every case that had a unique knife, right, got put into the drop pool. Any case that really didn't have anything new or special was left out, like your Vanguard case. Well, guess what, guys? Operation Shattered Web? It's got not one knife, but 4. 4 new knives. 4 new knives. And this case is not in the drop pool. Now, yeah, what are you thinking? Okay, well, so, of course, Valve's going to introduce maybe a new case, and, they're going to go ahead and they'll incorporate some of these new knives in some new cases. That's a possibility. It is a possibility. Or Valve could just say, you know what? These were Operation Shattered Web specific knives, and they can only come from this knife case. And and this case is not being dropped as a regular drop. The operation's over. The case is over. Whatever's out there is out there, and that's it. What's that going to do to the price of these knives? Well, I'll let you do the math on that one. But yeah, I'm not a big knife guy, but this is very contrary to what Valve has done in the past. Once again, the cases that they've dropped into your regular drop pool had some really nice or new knives in it. This case is not being dropped in the drop pool, and it's got not one new knife, but it has 4 new knives. So now I ask you, what do you think is going to happen to this price? How about the skins in here? How about some of the nicer skins in here? How about the low float variants of trade-ups, or even the low float variants of these skins? Okay, this already needed to have a low float variant just to actually look good. But this can be minimal wear, a lower float minimal wear, and look perfect. This can be even a low float field tested and almost look perfect. But what I'm trying to say is, these skins, if this case is absolutely not going to be in any drop pool, which, I've showed you evidence of why I think that it's not, with what I would say so-called proof, okay? Yeah, guys, I mean, these skins and these knives and the price of this case is all going to go up. And once again, is it going to be overnight? I don't think so. But, for those patient investors, which most investors that have been investing for any amount of time, you already have learned through trials and tribulations, the process of patience. If you're going to be investing, even with medium term or medium to long term investments, your investments, you're going to have to be patient, guys, even with short-term investments. I mean, a week seems like months, waiting to sell something, for your profit. A couple of hours seems like years if you're waiting just to turn something really, really fast, because the prices can move so quickly. But patience, guys, you're going to have to be patient, buying these things. And, people like in Discord or in Reddit or anywhere else, they're like, hey, when should I sell? And like, I bought these, well, hey, look, if you bought them at 65 cents a piece and you want to sell them now and make your profit, there you go. You've almost doubled your money. And if you sold at $1.30 something and you bought it 65 cents, then you did double your money. And if that's good enough for you, fantastic. Get out and call it quits and put your money elsewhere. But, if you're going to have 100, 200, 300 of these cases or more, I mean, from the information I have just now showed you, the knives, the skins, the proof, the operation notes here, I mean, the patch notes, they don't lie. I mean, guys, it's pretty evident that what we are sitting on right now is I would call this a sleeper. This is what this is. It is a sleeper. There's so much indecision, so much, indecisiveness. There's so much, fear of losing money. There's so much of everything going on that this case is going to sleep its way all the way up to $2 or $3 before someone says, I should have bought that. So, look, and I'm not telling any of you all, go buy this case, because if any of you all know me, I don't do that. But I would say, for myself and for my investments, I feel very, very comfortable in saying I have 104 of these right now. I have 104 of these on this account. Okay, I'm going to go buy 51 more, and on my alt, and I might even go sell a few more items I have in some of these crates. I have some rather expensive items in some of these crates, some of these storage containers. I do have a few things I can get rid of, especially in this crate. I have a few things I can definitely get rid of, where I can make some maybe another $50 to $100 really, really easily, and maybe go buy some more of these cases. Once again, with the expectation of waiting at least 6 months to a year before I sell. So that money is going to be tied up for that amount of time, unless the case explodes and it hits $3 in a month. And in that case, you know what? I can do whatever I want to, right? I can sell them or I can hold. That's up to me, right? Dealer's choice, right? But anyways, guys, I'm just trying to toss different things at you here. But, here's the Operation Hydra case. Was a rare case. It is the only one that most of you all are even familiar with, okay? And honestly, in this case, whenever it got discontinued, once again, it just had some gloves. And it wasn't rare gloves, it was just gloves that were already out there, okay? So, Vanguard did not make it. Vanguard was discontinued after the operation was over, but it didn't have anything special. It had normal knives that you can get from other cases, right? Well, this Hydra case right here, he just had basic gloves that you could also get in other cases. These are the only 2 cases that most of you guys have ever seen that was discontinued after the operation was over, right? And as of so far, those 2 cases, they just had basic, rare items, like, that you can get in other cases. Well, with the Shattered Web stuff, let me find the, with the Operation Shattered Web case, yeah, well, that is a little bit different. We got 4 new knives that are only so far obtainable through this case. We have a case that's not being dropped. And in my opinion, based upon the facts that I have here and all the evidence that I have already shown you, I don't think this case is ever going to be dropped into a normal drop pool. So, yeah, we have nowhere to go but higher. And hence the reason I'll be buying more and probably selling a few more items and buying. I'm hoping to get up to maybe 250 of these cases across all my accounts, just combined, maybe 3 accounts or whatever, or 2 or 3 accounts, and maybe have a grand total of like 250 of these cases and just set on them for a while. And yeah, and whenever the time is right, cash in, and that be that. Right? So anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that you can appreciate, I hope that you can appreciate the information I have just given you. Yes, I am long-winded. Yes, I talk a lot about the same subject, but I try to cover every area. I try to give you in-depth information, in-depth details. I try to let you have a kind of a small little peek into my mind in the way that I think and the reasons I think the things that I think. And also, that goes to stand for, why I choose some of the investments that I choose. So, but as it stands right now, here is the CSGO, Steam market. Right now, the Prisma case is on fire. And this gold web foil, it's on fire. It's at 536 right now, but right underneath that is your Shattered Web case, and it's 89,000 listed right now. So there's almost 25,000, 30,000 more than was on the market a couple of days ago. So there's about 30,000 more being listed, but I guarantee you the ones that have gotten listed are at very high prices, where people have just listed them to get them out of their way at high prices, to where if they sell, they sell, but that's just a long-term list them on the market and forget about them type of thing, right? And then, of course, you have other things like some of your agents, they're being sold and this and that as well. But guys, I really hope that this helps an awful lot. The Operation Shattered Web Pass, I own like 5 of them, but I don't care about those. But yeah, this right here is pretty amazing, guys. This gives you all the information that you really need. The Operation Shattered Web is now over, and then it talks about your coin and how your coin can look differently. But nowhere at all does it say anything differently, other than like for instance over here, the Operation Breakout cases will be dropping for all CSGO players. That's not there. And now here's your Vanguard case, and that has come to a close, period, right? Well, this says the same thing, if I can find it, has come to a, pardon me, gee whiz, guys, has come to a close. Well, it's now over, same thing, right? And then, of course, we move on through all of this. I look for some YouTubers to go copy me and to show the same thing or to talk about the same stuff. Now, why don't you guys go watch out for that? Well, now once this video goes live and I talk about this, I guarantee you we're going to have a slew of other YouTubers that are out there giving the same information, saying it in different ways, but it'll all be after my video went live first. So I guess what I can say is, guys, you've heard it here first. You've seen the proof here first. And anyone else, I would say, is just a copycat. But whatever, it is what it is. That is the world of the YouTube. But I don't make money from doing this stuff. You all know that. I don't make money from YouTube whatsoever. I make money from my investments. That's why I invest. That's where I make my money at. I do this because I love helping people. I love sharing information, and of course, I love this hobby. I love investing. I love it so much. So why not share it with people that also like the same things that I do, right? So that's why I do what I do, guys. But, you know, hey, if you want to subscribe, if you want to hit that like button or leave a nice comment, by all means, that is very much appreciated. And, yeah, guys, let's go ahead and cut this video off. And I'm sure there's things I forgot to mention here. And, but you know what? I won't even worry about it. I have many more videos I am recording today, and they'll be coming out one video per day for the next few days. So hope you all enjoy those. But yeah, guys, one last little thing here. The Operation Shattered Webb sticker collection. My goodness. Many of you all know this is my baby, and it's looking pretty sweet. It's looking pretty sweet. But anyways, that's not about this subject. And yeah, let's go ahead and go share this information so everyone can figure out that they, you know, that they may be, you know, under invested in these, and they may want to go get some extra funds and do like I am before this video goes live and buy some more. Enjoy, guys. Hope I made your day. What's that? What's that? Hillside, you're making me go broke. Oh my gosh, man, I'm putting money I shouldn't in. I know. I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. But you know, this case is this is a new style. And oh, by the way, the idea of all this came from me and my buddy RatGab talking on Steam a few days ago. We were talking about different things, and we both come to the conclusion that, you know what, we didn't see anything in here about the case being dropped as a normal drop. And I was like, you know what? And so I started going and looking, you know, after we had that conversation, trying to make sure. And sure enough, they do indeed tell you about every case that they introduced into the drop pool. They do give you in some way, shape, or fashion, you know, the information in their patch notes whenever the operation closes. They indeed do just that. And so I went and looked at every one of these. I was like, you know, I want to see, you know, like the Faucian case will be available for a drop for all players. I wanted to go see is available for our players. You know, I wanted to see for my own self, oh, this is Hydra has come to a close. You know, yeah, this is now over. Period. Your coin, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to go see with my own eyes and look at the actual patch notes and see if it was true. And, George, it's true. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed, guys. Much more really cool content to come. Yes, I know you're probably out there already selling stuff right now and putting in buy orders. Guess what? I beat you to it because I'm already buying them right now while I'm doing the video, and while I'm going to be editing the video, and I'll be buying them. But anyways, take care. I'll see you next video, guys. Hope you all have a great day or night. Stay safe. Happy investing. I'll talk to you soon. And peace.